Title: The Adventures of the Magical Kids, Yibo and Jean the Mischief Makers. The beginning of chaos. In a peaceful little town, nestled near a park filled with chirping crickets and the mouth-watering scent of fried tofu, lived two boys whose level of mischief could give an entire neighborhood a collective headache: Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan. Little Wang Yibo loved riding bikes. In fact, he once tried riding a two-wheeled bike without the tires. His reasoning: tires make it heavy. I want to be light like a ninja. The result: he crashed into a utility pole and accidentally created an abstract art piece using his face and the dusty road. Meanwhile, little Xiao Zhan was an artist. But don't imagine watercolor paintings. He preferred doodling on people's walls using his mom's lipstick. Once, he drew a portrait of his dad on the living room wall, complete with a beard, thick eyebrows, and a mole. The real dad's face, smooth as tofu. His mom was furious, but deep down a little proud, because the drawing actually looked more handsome than the original. They first met at the playground. Yibo was trying to make his bike fly using wings made out of milk cartons. Xiao Zhan showed up with a bag full of candy and a life mission to find a chicken-shaped rock. Legend had it, the rock could grant wishes. His wish: I hope tomorrow's math homework mysteriously bursts into flames. They bonded instantly after a legendary collision. Yibo crashed right into Zhan's candy bag. The candies flew everywhere, and one got stuck in Yibo's hair. From that day forward, they became best buddies, or more accurately, partners in top-secret missions, grade 3 style. One day, during their glorious third-grade year, they heard a rumor that the school canteen would be selling the legendary durian strawberry melted cheese ice cream. This ice cream only came once a year, and there were just 5 bars available. The scramble to get one was fiercer than the fight for an empty seat on the city bus during rush hour. Yibo and Jean crafted a mission straight out of a spy movie. Jean would fake a fall in front of the duty teacher and cry dramatically, clearly a future theater major. Yibo would sneak into the canteen wearing plastic sunglasses and carrying a shopping bag to look like a secret agent. They would escape to the back of a school and devour the ice cream while sitting on a pile of old tires. The plan was almost perfect until Jean went too dramatic. His crying was so convincing, he was sent to the school clinic and given flu medicine. And Yibo, he got caught because his sunglasses made him crash into the canteen wall. The end result: the ice cream was all snatched up by upperclassmen. Jean was thought to have a strange illness, and Yibo was featured on a poster titled, "Do not try dangerous acts at school." Growing up doesn't mean growing out of it. Time passed. Yibo and Xiao Zhan grew up. They became famous, successful, with millions of fans, but their inner child? Very much intact. One day, during a filming session together, they disguised themselves as security guards to prank the staff. Yibo wore a uniform with shorts that were way too short, and Jean wore a fake mustache made from broom bristles. They stopped their own manager and said, "Sorry, entry to this area requires you to sing a children's song while doing frog jumps." Their manager, he complied. He sang "My 5 Balloons" while jumping around. Afterward, Jean and Yibo revealed their disguises and laughed until tears streamed down their faces. Still not satisfied, that night they held a baby powder face painting competition. The result? Yibo turned Jean's face into a lost panda, and Jean retaliated by turning Yibo into a sheep that fell into a mud puddle. Nostalgia never fails. They decided to visit their old elementary school. As soon as they arrived, nostalgia hit hard. Yibo insisted on riding a tiny bike, but he had grown too big. The rear wheel snapped. Jean tried to sit on one of the old classroom chairs, now barely reaching his knees. Then they found the old canteen. But this time, they didn't sneak in. They lined up with the little kids. A small child behind them said, "Mister, can you move? I want to buy the durian strawberry melted cheese ice cream." Yibo and Jean looked at each other. This is it. The legendary ice cream. They almost fought the elementary schooler for it. But then they realized maybe it was time to pass the legend on to the next generation. Yibo wisely said, "Go ahead, kid." But Jean chimed in, "Yeah, but save me one. I've been in line since the dinosaur era. Adulthood is optional, hilarity is forever." Their story proves that while the body may grow up, the childlike spirit can stay alive, especially when you have a friend just as crazy as you, from childhood to adulthood. To this day, Yibo and Jean are known not only for their talents, but for a friendship full of laughter that never fades. And sometimes, if you see two grown men in the park arguing over a rock shaped like a chicken, it might just be them.